right, week 4, free NFL bets. My name is Eric. Really excited to get this show going. This is the week 4 free NFL bets where I go over all of my free plays for the week. And even though they're free, they're also the ones that I only played for the week. So all my picks are free this season. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about last week real quick. Week 3 was really good to me. Let's go over real quick. I had 1 unit, Cooper Kupp over 6.5 receptions. He got to 8, I think, maybe even 9. And then I had 1 unit, Zach Wilson over 31.5 passing attempts against the Broncos. He snuck over there at the end. He was way over at the conclusion of the game, but it was a little close there at the end, but he got over it. Chris Godwin, 1 unit, over 5.5 receptions. He also got over the mark in the fourth quarter. And then Tyler Boyd, my last player prop, over 5.5 receptions, did not make it. He finished with 3. The Steelers didn't keep it competitive at all. And so, therefore, the Bengals stopped throwing the ball. On my spreads and teasers, sorry about that. Panthers, -7. Thursday Night Football, that cashed easily. And then my parlay, my teaser, my 2-unit teaser. I'm trying to do better with these 2-unit teasers, guys. Panthers -2, Ravens -2. That pushed. I actually won a unit. They gave me the Panthers, and actually the book that I used, they gave me a unit for winning that. So depending on your book, either you pushed, you won a little bit, or you lost it all. So hopefully you chose the book that allowed you to win a little bit. My next pick, New Orleans game under 51.5. That hit with the 2 other picks on that parlay. Denver, New York Jets under 51.5. That hit. And then the Green Bay 49ers over 39.5 total points. That hit. That was for plus 112. Love hitting plus money parlays. The next one did not win. It was Arizona -2 against Jacksonville. That hit, but it was a 2-team teaser with Kansas City -1.5. Kansas City lost. Patrick Mahomes threw an interception in the fourth quarter when it was tied up and they had a chance to win it all. So that lost. Next one was Seattle +7.5. That didn't cover. They lost by 10 or 13 against the Vikings. Man, they were up in the first half, and then they squandered the lead at the end of the first half. They were in control of that game. That looked like a sure winner right there. And then I parlayed that with Cincinnati +14.5 and the Chargers +17.5. So that did not hit. The last 2 plays of the week did hit. It was Seattle, Minnesota under 63.5, and then Green Bay +14.5, and then Las Vegas +7.5. That was an easy winner. Maybe not the under 63.5, because that was going over first half. I mean, they were at something like 30-something points. That was a little scary. But then defenses kicked in second half, and that one cashed. Last play of the week was Denver -2. They stomped the Jets. And then Buffalo +3.5. They drugged the Washington football team. And then Los Angeles Rams +10.5. That cashed easily. That was the most sweat-free pick of the week. And overall, guys, let me check it. I think that was a +3 unit week. It was plus 3.7 units. So great week. Last week, week 3 on the season, I'm 17.5 out of 13 for 57% and plus 2.3 units on the season. And this week, I feel really great, guys. I feel really, really great. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if we don't have a positive week this week. I feel that confident about the plays. And I don't think I have anything else to say, guys. I think I'm just ready to get right into it. Yep, ready to get back into it. So this is week. I have 4 player prop plays, and I have 7 spread and teaser plays. They're all actually, well, there's no spreads. It's just teasers and 3-team parlays. But I feel really good, guys. I mean, I'll shoot you straight. I mean, usually I feel good every week. Don't get me wrong. I feel good every week, and I usually win every week. So, but I feel really good this week. I feel really good. I feel strong. I feel like I stayed disciplined. I went through my routine, stayed disciplined. I didn't force anything, and I picked teams and point spreads that I feel really strongly about. So I feel great about this one. I feel really, really good about this week. I think we went. I think worst case we go. Let's see. I got 11 picks. I think worst case we go 6-5 and we break even, cut the juice down, go even. But man, I think we have a really, really strong week. I got a couple plus money plays in there, and yeah, I'm ready to go. So let's get into it, guys. So let's start with the player props. If you already listened to the other podcast episodes, then I'll kind of go through fast through the player props. Mike Gesicki, tight end for the Dolphins. This is a 1-unit play. I got the line over 2.5 receptions, minus 145 on Caesars. I don't like playing juice over minus 125. If I'm playing juice over minus 125, meaning that I lay $125 to win 100, right? That's the easiest way to explain it. So the minus is whatever I have to lay in order to win 100. So if I'm playing over minus 125, I feel like, hey, man, this thing is going to hit. This one's going to cash. So this is basically Jacoby Brissett. He's the Dolphins quarterback because Tua Tagovailoa is not in. And Jacoby Brissett favors the tight ends. I don't know. He just favors the tight ends. He likes the easy throws. I mean, for the quarterback, the easiest throw is inside the numbers. When you throw outside the numbers, the ball has to travel a farther distance. You have to have a strong arm to throw it out there without the defenders, the cornerbacks picking it off. So over the middle to the tight ends, checking down to the running backs. Those are the easiest throws for the quarterback. And also slot receivers. So last week, Mike Gesicki had 12 targets, 10 catches. Yes, it was a little bit in a comeback mode there at the end, but still, 12 targets, 10 catches. Now, I think the Dolphins are going to win this week, but still, just to get to 3 catches, I have it over 2.5, minus 145 juice. Mike Gesicki's going to get there. 3 receptions. I feel super confident about that. Next play, 1 unit, DeAndre Swift, over 4.5 receptions, plus 110. So plus money on this one. I think right now it's plus 115, so you can get it at plus 115. I feel really good about this one. I know he has a little bit of a groin problem. I'm not too worried about it. He was limited all week. He'll be good to go. Bears defense has a really good run defense, and that's why I play. So if you're going to follow me all season, guys, I play player props and unders and teams that have really good run defenses. I play college football. I play with guys who are drafted in the NFL. I play with them on defense, so I know what good defenses are. Okay, I was an all conference linebacker 3 years in a row, and I know what it's like to enforce your will upon your opponent, and especially in the run game. If you're able to stop the run, it makes them one-dimensional, and they just stop. And then if they have to come from behind, if your offense is good and they're playing from behind, they're going to have to throw the ball. So this is why I love these plays, guys. So DeAndre Swift, over 4.5 receptions, plus 110. They're going to be throwing the ball. I like the Bears to win this game, and yeah, they're not going to be able to run the ball. So if they want to move the ball with any success, Jared Goff's going to have to throw the ball. And who does he love to throw to? He loves to throw to his running backs and T.J. Hawkinson, his tight end. So I love this one. Plus money, DeAndre Swift over 4.5 receptions. Next play is one unit, Jacoby Myers over 5.5 receptions. Minus 105 on DraftKings. So great line. I think it's at minus 115 right now. There's been a little buyback on both sides. I've been tracking the line a little bit. Bottom line is this, guys. Tampa Bay has an amazing run defense, probably the best in the NFL. Not probably, it is the best in the NFL. The Patriots are going to have to throw the ball. And on top of that, I think Tampa Bay is going to win this game. Tom Brady going back to New England, yada, yada, yada. They just lost last week. Rookie quarterback and Mac Jones. I like Tampa Bay to win this. So I like the Patriots to play from behind. Jacoby Myers in the slot, getting 6 receptions this week. He had 9 last week against the Saints. And Tampa Bay has a really bad secondary. They just do. I mean, Richard Sherman's going to play on the outside this week. Carlton Davis, I don't like at all. And so that leaves Ross Cockrell. Ross Cockrell's really, really bad, guys. Really, really bad. He has no business being in the NFL, just to be quite frank with everybody. And that's probably who Jacoby Myers is going to draw. Again, he plays in the slot. He's ranked 3rd amongst all NFL receivers in slot snaps. So him lining up in the slot before the ball snapped, he's the 3rd ranked guy. Why is this important? Again, easiest throw for the quarterback is over the middle inside the numbers. Slot receivers line up inside the numbers, just like tight ends, just like running backs. So easy throws, easy thrown catches for Jacoby Myers in what should be a situation where they're trying to play from behind. Okay, last player prop is Kadarius Toney, the rookie out of Florida. It's a 1-unit play, over 2.5 receptions. I haven't spoken about this. This is a brand new breakdown analysis on the podcast. Didn't talk about this in my three-pack of player props on Wednesday when I did my podcast on the first 3 that I just talked about. I just added this yesterday night. I love this play, guys. It's minus 130 juice, so it is a little bit juicy. But Kadarius Toney, he's increased his snaps over the past 3 weeks. So he had 9 snaps the first week, something like 15 snaps the second week, and then he had 45 snaps last week. Now, Sterling Shepard's not playing, and Darius Slayton also isn't playing. So it's literally Kenny Golladay, Kadarius Toney, Evan Ingram, Saquon Barkley, and I don't even know who the other receiver is, man. The Giants are so bad. But regardless, even though the Giants are so bad, Sterling Shepard led the team in targets and receptions over the first 3 weeks of the Giants season. And why does that matter? Because Sterling Shepard played in the slot. Kadarius Toney will take over that slot role this week. Now, I don't know if the chemistry's there. I'm kind of going off on a whim, but the number's too low. 2.5 receptions for Kadarius Toney. He's too talented. He's too special. He flashed a little bit of ability last week, and also Jason Garrett threw him a screen pass too. So if Jason Garrett throws him a screen pass, then all he needs is 2 receptions after that. Cherry on the top. I always look into this stuff, guys. I always look into this stuff. All this existential stuff that, maybe means something, maybe doesn't. First of all, I don't pick this stuff as, hey, this is I'm making a play off of this. No. I see the numbers, I see the injury reports, I see how I think the game outcome's going to go, because the Saints stop the run very well. They're really good against the run. So the Giants are going to have to throw the ball, and then I don't think the Giants are going to win. So I think they're going to be playing from behind. So they're going to throw the ball. But regardless of that, that's why I'm playing the bet. But then also, just a little golden nugget on top. Kadarius Toney's from Mobile, Alabama. Okay? It's very close to New Orleans, where he's going to be playing this week. Or I don't know. Maybe he's from Mississippi. I forget. He's close. He's down there. Kadarius Toney's from that area. And so his family's going to be there. He feels at home. Players play better, excuse me, when they're at home in front of their families and so forth. They get up for the game, right? It's motivational. They get up for it. Love this play, guys. This is cherry picking. The Mike Gesicki pick and the Kadarius Toney pick, that's cherry picking. They only need 3 receptions. They're going to get there. Two out of those 4 props are for sure going to hit. I think all 4 are going to hit, honestly. But worst case scenario, I see 3 out of the 4 hitting. So let's get to my last 7 plays for the week. And these are all teasers, 2-team teasers, or 3-legged parlays or teasers. I honestly don't know the difference between teasers and parlays, guys. I always thought teasers were just 2 plays on 1 ticket. So I don't know. Maybe 3 plays on 1 ticket is considered a teaser too. But anyways, these are my plays for the week. I have my first play, 1 unit. Already broke a podcast down on this one. I got Kansas City -2 against the Eagles, and then Tampa Bay -2 against the Patriots. This is the squares teaser on the board for the entire week. But guess what? Squares win bets too. That's why they keep betting, okay? Because teasers like this, it sounds too good to be true, right? You take the last 2 conference championship winners from last season, the Super Bowl teams from last season. They're coming off of losses. Kansas City's coming off of 2 losses, okay? And guys, the motivation is off the charts. Andy Reid's going back to Philadelphia, where he coached for a long time. I don't think it's the first time he's been back. Maybe it is the first time he's been back since he took over the Chiefs job. I don't know about that, but I think it is. I think it is his first time back. I could be wrong on that. But, yeah, all you know is Kansas City's lost 2 in a row. They're still extremely talented. They're not losing this game, guys. They're not losing this game. Kansas City's going to win that game. That's all I need to say about that. Tampa Bay, you know the deal. Tom Brady's going back to Foxborough. All the motivation in the world. I just think they're the better team, just, flat out. They're just the better team. I expect them to win. Motivation's going to be there. They're going to find a way to win that game. I got -113 odds on, I think, Tuesday night or Wednesday morning I released this play. So, yeah, I love that play. That's 1 unit. Next play, I really like this. I released this last night. The next 2 plays I released last night, and then the last 4 plays I just released tonight on Twitter at Free NFL Bets. So again, guys, I can't thank everybody enough. There's been the viewership, the listening-ship, whatever you want to call it, has been amazing. Obviously because, I'm picking winners. So, of course, people are going to listen to somebody who's picking winners. So as long as I keep picking winners, which I feel confident in doing, the audience is going to grow, and I appreciate all the listeners, the people who are following me on Twitter. So if you want to know when I bet my picks, I literally post them on Twitter right after I place my bets. So you can get the exact same line, the exact same bet, and I even tell you what sportsbook I place it at. So all you have to do is follow me on Twitter. I'm an easy follow. I don't blow up your phone, okay? Because I can't stand that stuff, guys. I can't stand that stuff. You follow somebody who's just, tweeting up a storm. Guys, I'm not going to blow your phone up. So turn my notifications on. Turn the bell icon on. I literally tweet 3 things. I let you know when I'm about to bet. Then I bet my bet and I release it. And then I do my weekly recap. So that's it. So I'm not going to blow your phone up. Follow me, guys, at Free NFL Bets. Direct message me if you have any questions about why I'm playing what I'm playing. I always get back to everybody. So, yeah, let's move on. Second play, 1 unit. I have a 3-legged parlay, 2 totals and 1 side. So the first is New York Giants New Orleans under 52.5 points, coupled with the New York Jets and the Tennessee Titans game under 55.5 points. And then I have Kansas City plus 3.5 points. This was minus 112 on MGM. I really like this one, guys. A lot. I mean, a lot. I like this one. I really want to release some 2-unit plays this week, but I got burned on the 2-unit plays my first 3 weeks of this season. It's crazy how I got burned on them. So I really shouldn't have let it deter me from firing away this week, but I'm taking it cautiously. I'm sticking. I'm very disciplined. I'm not trying to have the same bet twice. So each 11 bets are unique. I'm not double dipping in any of them with the same line that I am on other bets. So I'm trying to stay away from the 2 units until I see a little more clarity from all these teams and kind of judge them off of who they're playing and everything. So that's why. But I like this play a lot. I would really put this as a 1.5 unit play, but I only did 1 unit. So basically, the Giants in New Orleans, both offenses are not great. New Orleans is focused on running the ball, which is great for an under. And Jameis Winston doesn't want to turn the ball over. And I don't think he does this week unless the Giants get up kind of early, which I don't know, they could, but I don't see it because New Orleans has a great front. They're going to stop the run. It's going to force Daniel Jones to throw. Daniel Jones throwing the ball is an ugly situation. Under 52.5 points. This game could finish 28-24, Saints over the Giants, and this would still cash. I mean, I don't think either team gets to 28 points. So this one should hit easily. And then the Jets and the Titans, if you don't know by now, A.J. Brown, the wide receiver for the Titans, and Julio Jones, the wide receiver for the Titans, are not playing. The Titans are going to run the ball. I mean, all they have is Chester Rogers, and I forget the other wide receiver they have that's playing. I can't even remember. They're at a disadvantage, guys. Let's be real. The Titans are at a disadvantage this week. Bud Dupree isn't playing on defense, and I'm just not a big believer in their defense in general. I think the Jets are going to win this game outright. I didn't bet the Jets this week on any sides. I wanted to. I thought about it, and I got scared. I probably should have bet them. Whatever. Anyways, I don't know enough about Zach Wilson to make a bet with my money on the Jets, so I kept them off my card. But the under, 55.5. Game could end 28-27. This play still hits. I don't think either team gets to 27 points this week. So the Jets' offense is still struggling, and I mean they're not gonna put up 28 points, guys. And then the Titans, they're gonna run the ball. So I mean it works really, really well for an under. Love those first two sides. And then the last play, Kansas City plus 3.5. Kansas City's gonna win this game. I mean Kansas City plus 3.5. I mean that's just added insurance. I mean, they could lose by a field goal, and you're still good. You're going to cover. So this one, I really love this. This was minus 112 at BetMGM. I don't know what it is now, but I'm sure it's under minus 120 still. So, yeah, those first two plays, love them. Love them a lot. The next play, I released this last night too, and I like this play a lot as well. It's a 2-team teaser, 1 unit, Carolina plus 11.5, coupled with Baltimore Denver Total under 52.5. This was minus 120 at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Carolina plus 11.5. Why did I bring it up from 10.5 to 11.5? Because 11's kind of a key number, guys. 11 is a lot of people think 10.5, right? Touchdown, extra point, and a field goal. 10.5. Yeah, that's a key number as well. But 11.5, that happens a lot. I mean, 28-17, right? 4 touchdowns, say 4 touchdowns for the Cowboys, that's 28, and the 4 extra points made, 28. And then the Carolina Panthers only scores 2 touchdowns and a field goal, 2 extra points. That's 28-17. I mean, that's 11 points right there. I mean, 24-13, that's 11 points. And these are all very common football scores. So 11, I love 11 and a half. Feel great that I got that number with the Panthers. I think the Panthers have a chance to win this game. I think it's going to be a 1-possession game. I think 11 and a half is just icing on the cake. And then Baltimore Denver under 52 and a half. I love this under this week, guys. I really love this under. Baltimore is going to struggle. They have tackle issues, as in Alejandro Villanueva is questionable. But honestly, even if he plays, I think that's even worse for them. He hasn't been playing well this season. And then Ronnie Staley, or Stanley Staley, I don't know. The left tackle, he's not playing this game. So I love for the Ravens offense to struggle against Denver, who has been good against the run. Granted, it's been 3 really bad offensive lines in the Giants, Jacksonville, and the Jets. But still, Denver at home, that defense is going to play with pride. They're going to play physical. They're going to play fast. And then they have 2 good pass rushers, Malik Reed and Von Miller. So what does that mean for Lamar Jackson? He's going to struggle throwing the ball, and he's not a natural passer anyways. So Baltimore offense, I'll be shocked if they score more than 24 points. I'll be shocked. I mean, honestly, I'll be surprised if they score more than 20 points. And then Denver going under. I love Wink Martindale. He's a genius defensive coordinator. That back end is a little banged up for the Ravens. It is. But, I mean, Denver's missing KJ Hamler and Jerry Jeudy. All they have is Tim Patrick, Noah Fant, and Cortland Sutton. It's good. I mean, it's good. Those are really good receiving options. Don't get me wrong. But Marlon Humphrey, I don't think DeShazer or Elliott's playing. But bottom line, Baltimore's front 7 is still very good. I mean, let's just move on, guys. That one's going to hit. That play's going to hit. Carolina 11.5 and that total under 52.5. 28-24. Man, if that game gets to 28-24, I'll be shocked. So, yeah, that's minus 120 at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook. So those are the first 3 plays. Let's get to the last 4 plays. I have not released these on Twitter yet. I'm about to right after I upload this podcast. The next play, 1 unit, Buffalo minus 9.5, coupled with Green Bay minus 2. This was minus 103 at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Simple analysis on this one. Houston, Davis Mills, the quarterback, taking over for Tyrod Taylor. Oh, man. This kid has a long way to go. He's not going to figure it out on a long, extended week after a Thursday night football game. He's not. And the biggest reason why I say that is he doesn't look confident. I don't think he'll ever be confident enough to start in the NFL after this season. I don't see it. I really don't. I don't want to be a pessimist for him or, kind of rag on him, but I mean, that's just what I've seen with my eyes. He doesn't look confident. He has some skill, he has some ability, but he looks like he's afraid to mess up. And you can't be afraid to mess up on the football field. It makes you play timid. It makes you play uncertain. He'll hold the ball longer. So just very short analysis on this. Houston defense isn't that much better either. And Josh Allen, they're going to win by 10 or more, guys. I'll be surprised if they don't. Really surprised. Then Green Bay at home against the Steelers, minus 2. All they have to do is win by a field goal. I think Green Bay wins this game. And if they win, I like them to win by 2 or more. 2 worst case, it pushes at this sports book, I would win a unit as long as Buffalo, or half a unit rather, sorry, if Buffalo were to win by 10. But anyways, Steelers' offensive line is a mess. It's just a mess. Ben's a mess. This isn't the game to figure it out and get right. This is not the get right game. Chase Claypool's out, and the right tackle's out. I mean, gosh, the Steelers have offensive line problems, and then their right tackle is out too. It's a mess, guys. It's an absolute mess. I'm a Steelers fan. It's a mess. The defense is more healthy this week. TJ Watt's back. The whole starting four is back, and then Devin Bush is back too, so forth. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers is just on another planet right now. He's finally in his groove, and yeah, they're going to score on that defense. And now the concern is, can the Steelers' offense keep up with Green Bay? This is where I think it's just very simple analysis. I don't see it happening. Even though Green Bay's defense isn't that good, or they're undisciplined, or the scheme, I don't know, whatever it is, Green Bay gives up points. That's known. I like Pittsburgh to fight really hard in this one, but I'm giving it to Green Bay. That's the two-team teaser. That's play number 4 on the spread and teasers section. Okay, 3 plays left. Next play. I love this play a lot. Gosh, I love all these plays, but this play in particular, this one should be a very comfortable hit. It's 1 unit. Los Angeles Rams plus 7.5, coupled with 2 other. So it's a 3-legger. It's a 3-leg parlay. Rams plus 7.5 at home against the Cardinals, and then Las Vegas on the road plus 14.5. But they're playing in Los Angeles against the Chargers, where Los Angeles is a Raider town. Los Angeles likes the Raiders. It's basically going to be a home game for the Raiders. And then the last play, Tampa Bay plus 3.5. So, I mean, gosh, man, I love this play. It's minus 130, and I told you guys earlier, if it's anything over minus 125, that means I love this play. And guys, I love this play. Los Angeles Rams at home against the Cardinals. The Rams have had the Cardinals number, and then the Rams are just a better football team. They just are. Just defense is better, offense is better, and just plain and simple. I mean, gosh, you giving me 7.5 points with the Rams? Rams aren't losing by 8 in this game. They might lose because they have a Thursday night football game against Seattle. They might be looking ahead, or they might be concerned about that. But, guys, they're not losing by 8 or more points. No way. No way at all. Las Vegas at the Chargers. That's the next pick. Plus 14.5. So 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points. I don't see that happening. I don't see them losing by 15 or more. Chargers have a really bad run defense. That means the Raiders are going to be able to move the ball and control the game, control the ball. Worst case scenario, I think they lose by 14, but I'm not even picking them to lose. And then the last play, Tampa Bay plus 3.5. They can lose by a field goal, and this play still hits. So those 3 teams, guys, that one's going to cash. That one's going to cash. I got all 3 of those teams winning. And then you're giving me a field goal, a touchdown, and 2 touchdowns. Nah, that one's going to cash. Okay, 2 plays left. Next play, 1 unit. All these are 1 unit plays, by the way. Denver plus 10.5 at home against Baltimore, coupled with 2 other teams. The 49ers at home against the Seahawks plus 8.5. And then Arizona plus 14.5 at the Rams. This was minus 111 on FanDuel. I mean, just very quickly, I guess these last 2 plays are my lesser confident plays, and maybe I should have thought about doing a half unit plays, but I noticed that even my strongest plays, I mean, it's the NFL, right? It's the NFL. So what I mean by that is it's predictably unpredictable. So even plays that I don't feel as good about as my other ones, they still hit. they still cash, and sometimes I would say that they cash more times often than not. So again, it's another unique bet. Why do I like that? Because if one team doesn't come through this week, that means there's only one play. I'm not putting it on multiple plays. So that helps us with all these plays. All 11 plays are unique plays, meaning that I have not used the same spread or over-under on another ticket. So, yeah. Anyways, let's break this one down real quick. Denver plus 10.5. I like Denver to win this game. It's a low-scoring game. I think Denver has a better offense and defense in this game against the Ravens. Next play. Excuse me just a second. Okay, next play on this 3-leg parlay, 49ers plus 8.5. I like the 49ers to win this. I know Russell Wilson's never lost 3 regular season games in his career, and we're waiting to see if George Kittle plays. We need to know if George Kittle plays, but not for 8.5 points. They can lose by 28-20, and this one still covers. 49ers are going to be able to move the ball in that Seahawks defense. That Seahawks defense just isn't very good still. And then the last leg on this is Arizona plus 14.5 at the Rams. Arizona's going to give their all on this one. I think they're going to lose, but to lose by more than 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points, I don't think so. Really don't think so. So that was minus 111 on FanDuel. Okay, last play of the week, and then I'll get into all my spread plays and yada, yada, yada. So I'll explain that after this last play. So the last play is Cleveland plus 7.5, Seattle plus 14.5, and then the Baltimore Denver under 55.5. So I like this play a lot, guys. I mean, it's good. You want to know which ones I'm liking a lot, okay? And that's pretty much every single one. Every single bet that I make, I'm feeling very strongly about. And that's the key. You have to know your edge. You have to know what you know. And I know when I'm placing these bets, green lights come into my head, and I'm thinking, oh, man, this is just easy. Like, yeah, this one should hit. This one feels good. And then that's my strategy, guys. That's why I hit it such a high percentage at a high clip. So this one, I love. Cleveland at Minnesota. Touchdown to extra point. I think Cleveland wins. They're a more talented football team. And I think they're the better coached football team. Minnesota has a chance in this game for sure. Don't get me wrong. But, man, Cleveland to lose by 8 or more, I love that. Then Baltimore Denver under 55.5. So earlier we did under 52.5. We just got 3 more points to get us through one of the biggest key numbers of over-unders, which is 55 total points. So 28-27, say Denver wins 28-27, this would still hit. 28 plus 27 is 55 points. So 28-27 score works. 30-24 works. 31-24 works. So I love that one. I've already kind of spoken on that. And then the last play, Seahawks plus 14.5. Russell Wilson has never lost 3 games in a row. Never. And he might win this week. He might win. But it's going to be close. The 49ers are going to give him everything that he can handle. So with that said, man, I like that one a lot, guys. The more I think about that one, I like that one a lot. So those are my 11 plays of the week. All right, those are my 11 plays of the week. Now let me put the mic on the table here. Let me sit up a little bit because I want to go on to the next section. So the next section, guys, I'm tracking some plays this season, and I'm giving my thoughts on everything too. So please keep listening to the podcast. I'm going to share some really, really insightful data that will help you with your handicapping and your sports and your football sports betting. Okay, because some of the numbers coming through have been really, really telling. So let's get into it. So I'll kind of outline what I'm going to do next. Excuse me. So what I'll do next is I'll pick every spread and over under for this week. And then I will go over my top 3 spread picks and top 3 total plays of this week. Then I will go and keep track record of the top 3 public plays and see how they do. And then I will track the 3 highest totals and the 3 lowest totals and see how they do. And then that's it. So yeah, let's get into that. I want to keep the show under an hour, so let's kind of breeze through my spread picks for the week. Okay, let me go up here. All right. So week 4. Okay. So Washington, Atlanta. That's a tough game, guys. This is a really tough game. That's why I stayed out of it. I'm gonna go with Washington. That's gonna be my last one with them. That's gonna be my last one with them, and I am gonna go under 48. Next game, Detroit, Chicago. I like Chicago to win this one, guys. I mean, they have the better defense. Detroit doesn't have a good defense. Even though Justin Fields is starting and he looked bad last week, Chicago's at home. Detroit's just a lesser team in all phases of the game. Give me Chicago -3. Chicago -3, and then the over-under is at 42. I got under 42, guys. I don't think there's going to be any scoring in that one. Okay, next game. Tennessee at the Jets. It's -6.5 on one sports book. I will take that -6.5. Plus 6.5. So plus 6.5 for the Jets. And the over-under, I got under 44.5. Under 44.5. I kind of already spoke about that one. Cleveland, Minnesota. Basically a pick 'em. Give me Cleveland to win that one. And then the over-under. I like points, but man, it's on a key number of 51.5. I'm going under 51.5. I think it does go under. And I'm picking all unders so far. Next game, Indianapolis, Miami. 42.5 is the total. I'm going under that. Both offenses struggle. I expect the same for this week. And Miami to win. Excuse me, guys. I'm tired. Yeah, Miami -2. Yeah, I'll take Miami -2. So Miami -2. And then under 42.5 points. All right, next play. Carolina at Dallas, +4.5. I got Carolina +4.5. I think they're going to win this game. And then the total is 51.5. Man, right on that key number of 51. Tough to pick these. I will go... I keep picking under, but I'll go under. Under 51.5. All right. Next play, the Giants and the Saints. Going under in this one, too. Total's 42. I'm going to go under on that one. And I'm going to go the Giants. I'm going to go the Giants +7. It's a flat 7, no hook. And under 42. And no 42.5, it's just 42 straight. Okay. And next game, Kansas City -6.5. I'm taking them over on that, guys. I think Kansas City finally covers the spread for once. I'll go Kansas City covering that. And then the total is at 54.5 points. Man, that's so many points. I'm going to go over for that one. I actually really like that one to go over, even with the high total. So over 54.5. Next game, Houston, Buffalo. Buffalo's minus 17.5. I have Buffalo to cover that, guys. I have Buffalo to cover that high number. I'm not a believer in Davis Mills. I think that one's going to be a complete drubbing. And over-under for Buffalo game is at 47. And, man, do I think Buffalo's going to score 40 points? That's basically what I need to know. They could score 40 points. Sorry, guys. Long day for me. I have the game going under 47. The Buffalo has Kansas City next week. They might be looking ahead. They're going to try to be healthy. They're not going to try to... I don't think they're going to try to blow them out. I think it's going to be kind of close. Not close, but not 20 points or more. But then I have Buffalo minus 17.5. I don't know. I can't believe in Davis Mills, guys. I just can't. I really can't. And, give me Buffalo or nothing. Okay, next game. Rams and the Cardinals. Man, this one is like public dog written all over it, right? Everyone's going to pick the Cardinals in this one. Man, -4 is such a not fun number to bet either. I'm going to take... Man, this one's really difficult to decide on, guys. I'll take Arizona +4. Over-under is 54.5. I will take the over. These teams are going to score. All right, what's next? Seattle, San Francisco. I think San Francisco... I really do, guys. I think San Francisco's going to win this game. I think Russell Wilson finally loses 3 in a row for the first time in his career. And, yeah, I have San Fran winning this game, covering 2.5. I have them winning by a field goal. And then the over-under is 52. Oh, man, I don't know. Over-under 52. That's a high number, guys. I'm going to go under 52. It's flat 52, I think. Yeah, no halves. Just 52 flat. Okay, next play. Baltimore Denver is a pick 'em. I got Denver winning that one. And then the over-under is going to go under 44.5. I see 44.5 out there. Okay, so that's under 44.5. Under 44.5. Next play, Pittsburgh, Green Bay. Green Bay is -6.5. There's been money on Pittsburgh with that spread. I think I am going to go Pittsburgh to cover that. +6.5. But I think they're still going to lose. Over-under is at 44.5. I'm going to go over 44.5. Is there any 44s on it? No, 44.5. Okay, so Tampa Bay, New England. There's a -6.5. I'll take that. And I'll take Tampa Bay -6.5. I will do that. -6.5 for Tampa Bay. Over-under is at 49.5. 49 on one book. I'm going over that. I like that one to go over, actually. Okay, last game of the week. Las Vegas -3. Wow, it's all flat threes everywhere. I'm going to buy the point because it was at 3.5 the whole week. I'll see how that works out for me. So +3.5. And then over-under is at 51.5. Man, key number there. Excuse me. I'm going over 51.5. Okay, so those are my over-under plays for the week. Let's see. Next section are my top 3 spread and total plays for the week. So week 4 spreads and totals. So my top 3 spread plays. Let me look really quickly back at it. Okay, top 3 spread plays are. I like the Raiders +3.5. LV +3.5. And then let's see, who else do we want here? Man, there's a lot of pick'em games this week. I like Chicago -3. Chicago -3. I think they're gonna beat the Lions. Man, I like a ton of pick'em games this week. I like Cleveland to win that. I really do. I'm not gonna pick it in my top 3. I do like Carolina +4.5 a lot. I'm gonna go Kansas City, guys. I'm gonna get back in front of Kansas City -6.5. I think they cover it. Okay, over unders. Let's see here. Over unders. There's a couple unders I really like. Obviously, I'm gonna go Baltimore under the Baltimore and Denver game under. Let's see where it's at here. There it is, 44.5. So 44.5. I love that play. And then what's the other under I like? I like Tennessee Jets under. Tennessee under 44.5. And then what's the last play that I really like to go under? I mean, I like these to go under. That's for certain. But I like. Let's see, guys. Sorry, I'm thinking about the last total spread I want to bet. I like. Sorry, guys. I'm really thinking about this one. I'll go over for the Monday night game. Las Vegas over. 51.5. Is that it? Yeah, 51.5. 51.5. Okay, next section. Okay, let's see what the top 3 public plays of the week are. So week 4 equals. Let me see really quickly, guys. Pulling up the site right now. Okay, let's see. Man, I think they took the percentages off. Let me check another site really quickly. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Let me see. NFL Public Money Week 4. Okay, betting money and percentages. Okay, let's see here. Now this is hold on, guys. Yeah, the betting trends here. Okay, let's see. Man, people on the Cowboys heavy this week. People on the Lions a lot too. Okay, so Lions and Cowboys are in the lead right now. Man, a lot of people are taking the Chiefs. A lot of people are taking the Saints. A lot of people. This was 4 days ago, man. This isn't a good, accurate situation. Let me see. Let me see this one right here. Okay, this one's good. Okay, so the Lions, Chiefs, Titans, really? Wow. Lions, Chiefs, Titans, Buccaneers. So let's see. Oh, Packers are up there high too. So Bucks, Packers, Titans. Those are the top 3. Bucks, Packers, and Titans. So Bucks, Pack, and Titans. All right, we'll see how they do. And okay, the highest overs and the lowest lows. So last week, guys, the 3. So if you blindly bet the 3 lowest totals the first 3 weeks of the season, you'd be 9-0 right now. All of the 3 lowest totals have gone under. And the overs are actually tracking well too. So the overs are actually not that well, 5 and 4. So you'd be breaking even basically off of the juice. So let's see this week. Week 4. Week 4. And the 3 highest totals are Kansas City, Philadelphia, Arizona and the Rams, and we'll go Las Vegas. Let me see. I thought there was a 52. Oh, Seattle, San Fran. We'll go Seattle, San Fran. Seattle, 52. AZ, Arizona, 54.5. And then KC game over 54.5. The 3 lowest totals are, let's see, Detroit, Chicago. That game is 42. And then the last 2 games, man, Indianapolis is low. Oh, no, New York Giants and New Orleans is 42 as well. And then the last one is, it is Miami. It's Miami-Indy. Miami-Indy, 42.5. Whoa, what did I do there? Okay, 42.5. Okay, so I'll just recap what I am for the season. My spread, I'm 24, 21, and 1. Total, I'm 26 and 20. So that's a small profit there. And then my top 3 spread plays for the year, I'm 2, 5, and 2. So I'm not very good at picking my most confident spread plays, but my totals are 7 and 2. So I'm doing pretty well with the totals. And the top 3, okay, so the public plays for the year are 6, 5, and 1. So the public actually is making a little bit of money. And then we already talked about the over-unders and lowest total numbers there too. So yeah, that does it for the week, guys. That's Cash Tickets. Thanks for all the support, the downloads, my Twitter following. All of that is getting a lot better. So I appreciate the love. Let's keep cashing tickets, guys. Really looking forward to this season and just tomorrow in general. Like, let's make some money. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and retweet. All right, thanks everybody. See you on the next episode.